Welcome to TerryWilson3.com, the show committed to helping you grow, protect, and enjoy your money, business, and life.
Wanted to get with you. This is really something that seems to be scratching a lot of itches, and it looks like it's pretty lucrative.
Well, it's one of the best business decisions that I've made, becoming a rep.
My intent now is being in that call center is letting people know this is the real deal. You will make money, and you don't have to have a product to promote. Just get in that call center and take calls, read a script. You will make money.
I started my own personal business 10 days ago. On Friday, I have my first 2 sales come through, and I have more pending. You do the activity, you take the time, you talk to the people.
You will make money.
I am in love with it. I don't know any other way to put it.
I really appreciate all the value you give. It's a lot, man. I look up to you a lot. You're kind of a leader in an industry where there's lots of BS.
And by the way, I love your swag. This is the Terry Wilson. Really? I'm excited, Terry. All right, I want to get started here.
Welcome to the show. Hope everyone is doing well tonight, and we're glad to have you guys out with us. Tell them, hey, Reagan.
Hey, everybody.
And so, if you've got questions, we've got answers. It might be the right answer. It might not. No, I'm kidding. We'll shoot you straight. I promise. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight and joining us on our live podcast and webinar tonight. We're going to answer as many questions as we can, and we're just going to have a good time. If you're out there tonight and you're wanting to take your money, your business, your life to new levels, you're trying to earn more, you're trying to increase what you're doing, whatever it is. I mean, you could have your own business right now and you're saying, hey, Terry, I need ways to grow my business. Well, we want to be here. We want to be a resource for you. Ask us away. We'll be more than happy to tell you anything that we can to help you. If you are clocking in doing the 9-to-5 grind and, you're sort of tired of working for the man and want to be the man, then we can show you ways to pivot and transition from being, an employee to an employer. And so it's totally doable. I know a lot of times when people come out to things like this and listen to people like me and other people who are advocating entrepreneurialism and work from home, the temptation is to say, that's too good to be true. I mean, Reagan, I can't tell you how many times people post on my Facebook page that this is just a bunch of too good to be true. There's no way that you can make that kind of money working from home and doing what you love. I had one guy, a local guy too, from Greenville, as a matter of fact.
His name was Debbie Downer.
His name was Debbie Downer. No, he was being legit. He was being honest. He says, that just sounds, he didn't say too good to be true. He says, a pipe dream, I think was the word he used. And, I get that, but here's the deal, guys. The transistor radio sounded too good to be true when mankind had just discovered fire. I mean, think about it. If you went back in time right now and showed someone, hey, you can turn on this little magic box and your favorite music will come out, or talk radio or whatever, they would look at you like you were crazy, like you're peddling some sort of, false hope. But anytime something hasn't been experienced yourself, or is something you don't understand or haven't, it's not a reality to you yet. Yeah, it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
But, here we are.
It's the fun game to play. Explain an iPhone to a caveman. Like, how do you?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So, listen, I get that. I totally get that. But let me tell you something, guys. You want to be cautiously optimistic because, yes, there's charlatans out there. There's people that are peddling false hope. But don't allow it to rob you of legitimate opportunity to go wherever you want to go in life. Don't let a bad lady, guys, turn you off to finding a good lady, and don't let a good guy or a bad guy turn you off to good guys. I mean, have you ever seen that? I don't know what they call it. It's the layman's term is the ink blot test. The ink blot test. Have you seen that?
To like see what you would see in the image and other people see something different.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They throw up a ink blot and they say, what do you see in this picture? Why they do that is they're testing, what you project on things.
Right.
In the Christian world, I've had some dear friends of mine and I love them, but they will look at the clouds and tell me God is giving them a prophetic message to it. And I'm not saying that he can't. I'm not saying he don't speak. You know what I'm saying? But that more speaks to what they're projecting than it does anything else.
Right.
But, guys, we don't realize every single one of us do that. Every single one of us look at things in our perspective, our past, our experiences. We have to work through that prism to interpret reality. And so I just want to encourage you guys and tell you, listen, there are some real ways. Do not give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you want to do, because you can go as far as you want, but the cost of success is being beat down, being discouraged, being frustrated, and walking past it. That's what it's going to cost you. If you want to do anything great, if you want to experience anything, if you're trying, I'm down to my lowest weight in 2 years. Hallelujah. And Reagan's looking at me and said, I can't tell it. But I finally broke through another, and but it is, everybody went out to eat last night except you.
Yeah.
To get ice cream. And guess what I did?
I'm going to guess you did not.
I was an oak. I took them to Brewster's. Dad bought everyone ice cream. Everybody got what they wanted. And I wanted so badly to get that butter pecan. And I was like, nope, I've worked too hard to get to this level. And we've got a March 29th, 30th, and 31st elite membership. And all these guys are going to come out. And I've got at least look somewhat presentable. You can look real good on radio, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But
anybody tell you have a face for radio, that type of thing?
Exactly. I said, I've got to get into my fighting weight because these folks are going to be here, and some of them meeting me for the first time face to face, and I need to be as presentable as possible. So anyway, guys, don't give up. There's ways that you can make money, and we're going to get into that tonight, answer your questions, and show you how to do all kinds of things. You got any questions over there, Reagan? You look like you do.
Yeah, we've had some questions that were from today in our ticket support. Also had an email earlier today, and I'll go over that too, because I meant to reply back to that. It's from Neil, but
oh, cool. Is he on tonight?
Yeah.
Cool.
And as you know, I've been
Neil.
I've been doing that pamphlet thing, the tutorial that I'm building, so I forgot to get back to his email. But
how many times have you cussed me today?
0 times.
Oh, well, you're maturing.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I'll just give everybody a heads up for you members of TW3. We, of course, have always had the video training. We've always had the ticket support. We've always had one-on-one training. If you're Plus or Elite, we've always had the membership trainings on Wednesday night, which we won't this week because it's Valentine's, so just be aware of that. But we are going to send out some training. And in your training that's coming out this week, Reagan has been working feverishly since...
It's a couple days now.
Couple days?
I worked Saturday, and then I'm doing it today.
Well, you started on Friday, though, I thought.
Yeah, okay, so maybe 3 days now.
He is putting together an ebook, step-by-step ebook on how to build your funnel. Step 1, click here.
It's very much every process.
He's taking the video training and breaking it down into a step-by-step PDF for all of our members. And there'll be
screenshots as well for everybody.
So you guys... it's a lot of work going into it, but I think it's going to help some of you guys that even in the video training that it sort of eludes you. This shouldn't.
Okay, so for our first question, we'll do Neil's. From a marketing aspect, what's the best way to name your site? Because as you guys know, you can actually rename your site. I give everybody their site name, and that's how they log in, but you can rename it to whatever you want. That's just a template. Yeah, it's
just their URL address.
Right.
And then they go and buy a domain name to forward to that URL address and all that. URL address.
Yeah.
Well, my style, and I'm a huge, and here's the reason why, and I'll back it up with this. I could have named our business anything. I could have named it Lead Rocket, the Business Boost, the Entrepreneur's Dreams, whatever. I could have named it.
Reaching, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, but I named it after me for one reason, not because I have a huge ego, which your mother would argue otherwise, But it's because in online marketing, there are so many people out there. There's so many quote unquote faux gurus and people that, they're just charlatans. I mean, it's just the wild, wild west, and it still is on the internet in a lot of ways. And one of the biggest objections that a new online marketer will have to overcome is I'm legit. I'm a real person.
Right.
You can trust me.
It's a real business.
This is a real business. Because as I just spent the first 5 minutes in the podcast here explaining, people have been burnt. People who are in the opportunity seeking, entrepreneurial seeking mode, they've probably, out of 5 opportunities they've looked at, probably 4 of them were just long on promises and short on delivery.
Right.
And so, you're working with a jaded market if you're marketing in the job opportunity space. And so the first objection is you can trust me, I'm legit. And so I advocate name it after yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm old school, say what you mean what you say, and do what you say. So if you put your name behind something, you can't run from your own name.
That's true.
It would have been real easy for me to say, hey, this is leadrocket123.com and make all these promises and sell a bunch of stuff and then just walk away from it and start another business.
Yeah.
But there's no way you can walk away from your own name. And that's why when people make allegations or try to say something, it's like the guy the other day, you're just a scam artist.
Yeah.
And I says, no, da-da-da-da-da. And then he made an allegation and threatened me. And the deal is, and this goes into something that I said I'd talk about on the podcast, which is after 9 years, here's some people we weren't able to help.
Yeah.
This guy had bought a system from me 5 years ago, and the dialer I was using at the time wasn't my own dialer.
Right.
It was another company. I was basically just an affiliate.
You were reselling it.
I was reselling it.
Yeah.
And once I resold it to him, he became an affiliate. So he had as much authority with that company as I did. I mean, we're just affiliates. That's the way it worked. And, what happened was he bought the dialer. He didn't use it. His account went inactive. And then 2 days later, a sale came through with his affiliate link, and he lost the commission because he went inactive.
Mm.
So I didn't know this. I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
And then he tells me a week or two later, well, at that time I was still with the company. So I said, hey, he went inactive. His card that he had on file, blah, blah, blah. I gave him the reasoning and can you help him out? Well, that was the last I heard of them, last I heard of him, the whole situation.
Right.
Fast forward 5 years later, I get this hateful email from him. And so he threatens this, and this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so I just unloaded on him, and I wasn't trying to be ugly. I was like, look, I said, show me exactly where you've bought anything from me and did not get exactly what I said. And I'll make it right.
Yeah.
And then he sends me the information. I says, dude, this was someone else's product. You bought it from me, and you didn't obey their terms. And here's the email where I tried to help you. I said, but if you're going to be derelict in managing your own business, why is that? Yeah. And so he was just trying to implicate me because of some situation he had between him and that company. And, I basically said, hey, dude, listen, if you're going to slander me and my name, that's fine, but be prepared. I'm going to defend my name because I've been here 9 years working to have a good name, a good reputation, And he finally said, I'm sorry. He actually apologized. I meant to tie the loop up because you was asking me about that the other day. So long answer to Neil's short question, do business in your name because it also tells the buying public you're going to do everything you can to protect your name. And so you've got a little bit of skin in the game when it's your name. So that's you don't have to do that. That's just my advice. Do what you want.
Okay. Our next question was, are our sites secure now?
Yes. Now, some browsers will still show the HTTP, but if you put HTTPS in your browser, it'll still take it to our site. It's totally secure. All of our sites are.
Gotcha. Cool. I know we had a lot of people ask about that. Got some hays from Gary and Anthony.
Oh, good. You want to read it?
Hey, guys. Hey.
Well, hey, Gary.
Yeah. Let's see here. Please tell me how to make $100 per day on autopilot without selling anything.
Yeah, so that's with our RMP, or referral marketing partners. The deal is, who's asking that?
This is Anthony Gentile.
Okay, Anthony.
He also said hello. So.
Oh, hey, Anthony, how are you? Is he a member?
He might be. I'm trying to. I can pull up my browser here. We have a lot of members, so.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm not offended if I don't remember off the top of my head.
Anthony, forgive us if you're a member and we don't remember. We just have so many. Okay, he says not yet.
Okay.
So I was almost going to sell in your back office under step 7, but you're not a member, so I can't say that. So it's real easy, Anthony. Here's the deal. I don't know if you've heard of Ty Lopez. Is it Lopez?
Oh, I love that guy.
Isn't he cool?
Yeah.
Have you seen his latest commercial or his ad on Facebook? He's out there in front of all these expensive cars.
Yeah.
And he's just spray painting them. He's putting white paint.
He was the meme of 2015. Like they have like the national memes basically.
He's got this. What do you call it when they put the watch in front of you and it just? What do you call that when you're
hypnotized?
He's got this hypnotizing presence.
Yeah.
And
it normally starts with a very expensive car or home behind him.
Yeah,
so
and
it kind of draws you in a little bit.
That can be a little bit, scammy feeling to me, but he pulls it off.
Yeah.
In a way that it's not.
Yeah.
And I actually was reading a study on how he does some of the things, because it's about influence and stuff like that, and how he's speaking in a certain tone and a cadence and everything. I was like, man, I wished I didn't have this evangelical Southern dialect. I might be able to hypnotize the audience. But anyway, I am who I am. But he, Tony, Anthony, if you follow him, if you follow John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire, if you follow Cliff Ravenscraft, if you follow Michael Hyatt, if you follow any of these online marketers, they're all from one particular angle or the other trying to show you how to generate leads for other companies so that those other companies will pay you. So it's a type of affiliate marketing, but it's not as simple as just affiliate marketing. Okay. But to turn up, $100 a day, $150 a day, I did and I'll link it to this particular podcast. This podcast is going to be number, 306. So later on, if you go to terrywilson3.com, go to episode 306, you'll see a link in there. But I did a training the other day, income hack. And if you want to get those new videos that I make as soon as they come out, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at terrywilson3.com/YouTube. But my latest income hack was how to make $150 a day on autopilot, giving things away. And I showed how you could use the Google away mode and respond to people coming from, because it's free of charge to post on Craigslist, right? And Google gives Gmails away for free. So those are two sources free of charge. And I showed how I can post a free offer under the free section of Craigslist. And when people respond, either Gmail will auto respond to it, or I'm collecting all that email and I have to bulk email them out later, because if they go through the exchange, you have to manually push it out. But either way, I'm pushing it out, and I'm pushing this offer that's in my RMP, my referral marketing package is what that stands for. And what it is a survey that says, hey, if you'll take a few moments to fill the survey out, we'll enter you to win a free Nintendo Switch. Well, I hate to refer to it, but it's one of my favorite quotes. There was a political pundit from the 90s that worked in the Clinton administration. He was from Louisiana. I forget his name. He was a bald guy, wore glasses, and was ugly as sin. James Carville, I think was his name. And he says, all you got to do is drag $1 through a trailer park. You can get anybody to say anything. So the point that James Carville was so eloquently saying that I'm trying to mimic was, if you give things away, you're going to have people jump. Okay. So if you watch that video, you'll see where I offered a free Nintendo Switch. People jumped. The autoresponder says, hey, and then the autoresponder went out and says, hey, we're signing people up for a survey. It will enter you to win a free Switch if you'll take a few moments just to fill the survey out. And when they do that, I get paid every time someone enters their email address in to fill that survey out. I'm getting paid in that thing. I think it was $2.50. I think. Don't hold me to that. But if I think I advertised that in Chicago, and it was up for about 4.5, 5 hours. And of course, Craigslist flagged it, or someone did. They got mad because, I thought I was going to get a free Nintendo in a box, and he's not giving it away. And I gotta fill something out to get it. And so they flagged it. And all you have to do is have a couple flags on Craigslist, and they pull it down. So no big deal. But for 4.5 hours, I forget, a couple hundred leads, and I think it was about $101.
Wow.
So that's in our referral. But it sounds easy. Of course, I make it sound easy. It's my job. There's a couple nuances to it. I'm telling you what you can do. The how-to is in the back office, okay? These free webinars and podcasts that we do here, what we post on social media, what we post on YouTube is what you can do, what you can do, what you can do. And when you're ready to learn how to do it, you buy our system, our training, and our package, and we give you the step-by-step.
Okay. One of our next question, you want to go over it? It might be more of a membership type question. But
who's asking?
It's right under Anthony's.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes you got to proofread this stuff just to make sure.
Thank you. It's always good to proofread it. All right. So a couple of you guys, a couple of questions that are coming in are sort of more membership questions. And I will definitely...
A lot of it just has to do with structuring, like some of the back office stuff, and we can get into that. But
yeah, I can't do that on an open podcast like this or webinar, but come to the membership training and definitely do that, or fill out. Some of you I know have filled out a ticket. I saw it because it was forwarded to me, but I had to prep for the show tonight, and so I haven't responded to your tickets yet. So I will get to you for you members that are asking questions. Okay.
We got one. Is it possible to shorten some of the RMP links that people get?
Oh, absolutely. All you have to do is go use a free service like Bitly, bitly.com. And I'll just demonstrate that for you guys on here. But what I'm doing for you guys that are listening to the audio podcast, Bitly is a free service that if you have a long URL address, you can, I'm going to just go to my site and I'm going to find me a long URL address, like word of the week growth right here. Okay. And so it's a pretty long URL address, that particular URL address. So I'll go over to bitly.com, set up a free account if you don't have that, which I've got one. And then all you do once you've set it up is you just create BitLink, paste in the actual long URL address, hit create. And then all of a sudden, through the power of the internet, nothing between our ears, you will see it gives you, all you have to do is hit copy and you got this short one right here. So that's all you got to do when you get along. And you can even customize it. I can click inside here. And if I know, like for instance, that URL address had something to do with growth, I could just put growth right behind there and hit copy, or let me hit save first. Oh, that one's already taken, so you can't do that. So let's say growth TW3. How about that? And it has been edited and saved, and then I can copy that. So I know if I'm sending that out, what that has to do with what. But yeah, you can use a free service called Bitly, bitly.com, and then it will edit your URL addresses of anything, whether it be an affiliate link, something off of your site, whatever.
Cool. Next question. This comes from Stacy Lockhart, male Stacy Lockhart. It's in the ticket. Want to make sure we get that out.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Stacy from Pennsylvania. I'm happy to be here. My question is, due to circumstances, I can only start as a rep affiliate.
That's all right.
What would be the best advice to give some of those who can only start at this level?
Hey, so first of all, the main thing is just get started. The hardest thing to do in any business is just get started. So the fact that you're doing that is very cool. So Stacy, what I would do is activity drives results. Okay. So I would make it a goal to touch 25 people a day. Talk to 25 people a day. about this business. Send them the links that we send you. Do due diligence in following up, because when you're selling high ticket items, and I don't know who came up with this rule or this metric to go by, but they say whoever they are, but I've read it several places that anything over $97 is considered high ticket online merchandise. So anything over $97 sold online is considered high ticket. And I know through studies and just experience that anything that's a high ticket item that's going to be sold, the way it's going to be sold is through your follow-up. Your initial speaking with the people is introducing them to the product and letting them see it and letting them sort of digest what it does, letting them try to get, inside of them the value that it presents. But the sale is going to happen when you do due diligence and follow up. And the way I would follow up is, if you'll notice, I'm very diligent once a week to come up with new videos, new podcasts like this. And so what I would do is grab one of the free content that we're giving you, send it to the people you've spoken with, and then say, hey, Terry was just talking about this. It made me think of your business or what your goals were or our conversation yesterday. Watch this and let me know what you think. Why I do this is, number one, is just to give new examples every week about what our system does and how the value it presents to people. But number two, to give you, our sales rep, and our sales rep and trainers, ways to, and excuses, if you will, reasoning, rationale, to get back in front of the people that you've spoken to. So speak 25 people a day, and then spend the other part of the day following up with the people that you've already spoken to. Post on social media, post on ZipRecruiter, post on Craigslist, post wherever you can. You can post for free at ZipRecruiter by going to terrywilson3.com/ZipRecruiter, terrywilson3.com/ZipRecruiter. Now, the reason we have hourly and salary opportunities and can legitimately fulfill those opportunities is so that our members can legally, ethically, morally, and by those particular companies' posting regulations, post on there, because we can offer people hourly and salary opportunities. Okay. Those are going to be go into the office type jobs, go into the plant, go into the warehouse type jobs. They're going to be, $10-15 an hour. It's not the big money that you can make working from home like what our sales rep and trainers can. And you, as a sales affiliate or sales rep and trainer even, don't get paid to recruit for those other opportunities, because you have to be a Plus member or better. But the value that it gives you a way of getting in front of people. So activity drives results. Bad activity drives bad results. Good activity drives good results. And great activity will drive great results. Stay active. Get out in front of people. Talk to 25 people a day. Follow up with the other people that you've already spoken to using the free content we give you. And as we say, drip to close.
This one comes from Jeffrey. Can we sell information? Like if I made an ebook and if I wanted to sell it, can I use your tools to promote and sell it? Absolutely.
As an elite member, which Jeffrey is, that's exactly what your online store is for. That's what the ability to brand your website's all about. So you can take my platform and sell it. You can take your own products and sell it. You can create your own products. Matter of fact, if you'll look in the back office, we even have some resources for you to look at where you can create your own software and sell it. It's called PLR, private label right software, for you to sell. So that's the whole point here.
This isn't a question. This was just a tip. You can post for free on classifiedads.com.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, there's several out there. Main thing is just get in front of people.
I'm reading this next one. You just bumped me up, didn't you?
I did not bump you up.
I think you did.
My hands are here.
Nope, I don't believe you.
I'm not even touching the mixer.
Can we make money posting to all of these sites like ZipRecruiter?
Can you make money? Well, you can if you sell something.
That might have been a mid-sentence type ticket where it applies to whatever you're talking about.
The ad posting has to do with just getting in front of people.
We've hit the bottom of our questions. If you guys have some more, submit
them in.
So
another way is driving traffic. If you've got a landing page, get you a landing page. We have a software. If you're not a member, you can go over to terrywilson3.com. Under software, I think maybe there's not a landing page right there right now. send me a ticket and I can send you a thing for a landing page. And you can go to Google and buy keywords, or you can buy the keywords from us. If you go to, I think it's terrywilson3.com/list. Let me go there and just see. I think you can buy email leads there. terrywilson3.com/list will give you a resource. Nope, that's not it. Let me go right under here real quick, guys. I don't even know my own extension sometimes. Isn't that crazy? Oh, here it is. Email list. Right there it is. All I had to do is go to, right under here. See, I've got so much stuff on my site. I don't even know where to go half the time. So you can buy an email list and start emailing. If you guys are affiliates and don't have a way to get leads, you can buy a list of leads and start emailing them. You can buy a web traffic. If you get you need to get a landing page, and then all you have to do is put your landing page address in right there. And, your keyword would be online jobs, work from home, or whatever you want your keyword to be. And we'll send 1,000 unique clicks to that particular landing page for you. So there's all kinds of ways that we can help you with traffic, even though you're not a member, to help you get going and get started.
Next question here. When we just post ads, you don't receive payment just for posting ads, correct?
No.
Just wanted to shorten that one up.
No.
Let's see here. Did you answer the question about how to transition from a 9-to-5 to work from home easily, affordably, and in little time?
Yeah. So no, I didn't.
We might have missed it. I apologize if I did.
We started talking about so many other things. We didn't get to that. So that's a great question. The way that I would recommend anyone who's working a 9-to-5 job and wants to transition into that entrepreneur work from home is you need to dedicate about initially a couple hours a day. It's not going to take that long later on, but when you're first launching, you're going to need at least a couple hours days, at least. If you can do more, you're going to have better success. But you need a couple hours a day that you are going to be able to respond to your leads. Now, where are your leads going to come from? I would get the Plus package from us, because while you're at work, it's out there working, it's generating your leads, it's driving them into your sales funnel, so that when you get home from work, you've got an inbox of people saying, I've saw what you have to offer, I've looked at it, and I'm interested, give me a call. Okay? So it's doing the work for you, so that all you're doing is talking to the people who have already been what we call vetted or qualified. Use your terminology the way you want. So because here's the thing, there's 3 steps to growing a business. Number 1, you got to have people to speak with. And if you're working a 9-to-5 job, if you're doing stuff, you don't have time to cold call, to do this, to do that, to do all the marketing work it takes to get people. So you need a system to do that. So that's why to transition into this, you need some help. And I'm not critical on MLMs and network marketing. I'm not. I know some people are, some people aren't. This isn't a network marketing business, but I have, had friends make really good money in that business. And I've had most friends not, just to be truthful. But the truth in network marketing or MLMs is the only way to grow a business is to leverage the efforts of they say other people, I say other things, to grow your business. Because you're only one person. You can only scale if you can leverage time. The reason why most MLMs and networks don't work for a lot of people, it is so hard to keep people motivated. It is so hard to keep people enthusiastic. It's so hard to get people to, number 1, get a good attitude. Number 2, to keep a good attitude. Number 3, to go out and do something with that attitude. It's just so hard. But my bulk emailer, my blog, my podcast, all these digital tools, they never give me any attitude. They're always willing to work. They're always there presenting my products, goods, and services. I can scale my business by leveraging tools. And so that's why, whoever asked that question, that's why I say the way you want to transition is you've got to have something that's going to sort of do some of the grunt work for you, So then the part of this job, which is building rapport and influence with people and speaking with people, that, you just got to do that. There's no shortcuts around that until you start building your own content. You have your own blog, your own podcast, your own webinars, and it's you, and it's you that's drawing the people. You leverage me, use my stuff until you get to that point. Use my stuff until you grow into this full time. So I say get the plus package, finance it. You can get it for as little as $49 a month. Listen, if that meant I didn't supersize a Happy Meal or whatever all month long, I mean, $49, what is that? $1.50 a day, $1.25 a day. Get it financed to invest into my career and my ability to scale, and then have something that will start generating leads for me and have leads that are generated for a profitable product. Here's the other thing. A lot of these businesses that people get involved with, home-based businesses and everything, I mean, sell this pill, thrill, lotion, or potion and make, 10% off of the gross, and they're selling a $50 or $100 product. There's no money in it. You're working yourself to death to make a few $100. I mean, the least you can make as a sales rep and trainer with us is $450. And the most you're going to make if you're an elite member is $18,000. And if you stay in it long enough, like Gary and some of you guys out here tonight, I mean, Gary, I'd hate to see his book of business right now. He's been with me for several years and got tons of clients and an elite member. So his residual and him and Jeff and Tracy and you guys that's been with me forever and doing so well. It is, listen, Reagan, what college did I graduate from?
You mean the one that you attended for 2 weeks and then dropped out?
Exactly. That was the point. I'm a college dropout. What degree do I have?
I don't think they give degrees for 2 weeks dropout.
Which silver spoon did I get when I was born? I mean,
the one that was really rusted.
You guys, I'm being a little facetious. I don't come from a very affluent background. I don't come from a very educated background. I come from the poorest county, one of the poorest areas in the United States historically. Neil could speak to that. Me and Neil are friends for years. And by the way, most of you guys don't know, we've got a Hollywood star. Hollywood.
Don't do that to him.
I'm not. Well, I won't embarrass him, but he was in a major mega hit, an icon movie this man was in, and I won't embarrass him. But sometime, with his permission, I might. I might even play the video scene he was in. But he could testify to this as well, since he knows me personally. But the point is this, guys. Dadgum, if I can do it, anybody on here, if you knew the situation I crawled out of, you would be encouraged, because if this old boy that can't hardly enunciate and pronounce words correctly, that his syntax and grammar is terrible, but he's an online blogger with over 10,000 hits a day. If I can do it, what is anyone's excuse? You can do it, but it takes activity, it takes believing in yourself, and it takes just starting. That's the main thing. What are you laughing at?
Oh, no, I'm just going through these. Somebody said you earned the third degree. That's pretty good. I like that. You've earned your third degree.
Third degree of what?
I don't know.
Is that Mr. Spear? That just sounds like
that. wasn't Spear. Let's see. This is actually a really good question, because we get questions like this pretty often, and I think it's very informal. Terry, all these things that you were showing us, why do we need to pay for these leads if we generate free leads with your system? Because we get questions like that on sales funnels as well, because you can buy a sales funnel if you'd like, but we also show you how to build it.
So the stuff I'm showing you is the gentleman that asked that question was not a member, so he don't have the tools. So I was showing him a way he could go buy some leads, some tools and stuff.
Right.
Now,
but if you have the system,
you have the software, you have the resources to generate your own leads. Depending on which tool you're using, there are a few operational costs to them. For instance, we have a voice broadcast dialer. It'll dial out 1,000 people with a message for you to generate leads with. Okay, and it'll do what's called a voicemail drop. That's the one I like to use. And that's not the only one we have, but that's the one that people can sort of wrap their minds around. So I like to use it as an example. Well, to get the freshest data list to call, that's filtered and scrubbed. There's a cost, but we give it to you at wholesale, and then there's a cost for the airtime for the voice broadcast, and it's $38. If you're not a member, it's $97 because we're retailing it up and making a profit. If you're a member, it's $38, and then for $38 you dial 1,000 people. And my question is this: if you call 1,000 people, how many leads can you get? And depending on what you're trying to market and who you're calling on, we can coach you and train you and show you how to generate tons and tons of leads. The way this system came about is I designed it to grow my insurance agency because I was at the time new to the insurance world and wanted leads, and I was tired of buying these terrible leads from these lead companies. And I figured out how they were generating their own leads, and so I just went out and did it myself. So, but yeah, every tool we have, the bulk emailer, bounces around from server to server, so you have to buy server space. Now, our blog and our landing page, you can create as many as you want because that's on our server, and your admin fee is covering that every month. But yeah, we're giving you tools to use to generate your own leads. You never have to buy leads. But for the person that was asking the question earlier, he's not a member. And so I was just showing him a way that he could get leads and start reselling our system since he's not a member.
Do we make money selling lead products like Boost Traffic?
Yeah, we sure do. We make good money.
In the script,
we go on vacation with that money. I have a couple pina coladas off that money. But answer the question.
No, I'm going to let you because I was going on to the next question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's all for you.
But do we want to sell those boosters?
Most of the time, no.
We don't. And what are those boosters, Reagan? That booster traffic that we sell, what is it?
It's the Craigslist ads.
And what else? The Facebook ads.
Yeah.
And the podcast traffic and the blog traffic and all the traffic that we generate from all these different, and how, and do we show our members how to do it exactly step by step how we do it so they don't have to even buy, so they can do it themselves?
Yeah, we do.
So once you become a member, we show you step by step how to use these various tools to generate your leads, sometimes not costing you anything, sometimes only costing you a few pennies, and you don't have to buy. But that being said, the reason we have our traffic booster and our lead booster and all that stuff there is because I have guys, and trust me, I totally get these guys. I feel you. I'm one of you. And this is the guy I'm talking to, or a girl.
Just a clarification, they meant the general. We do members make money by selling the products like boosters.
Mm-hmm. We teach our members how to sell leads for themselves. That once you have the tools that we have, what I'm showing all of our members is to do exactly what I'm doing. Selling leads, selling booster traffic, selling everything. Based on your credentialing with us will be based on what parts of the business you would have access to, because some of them take more training than others.
Okay.
Did I satisfy the question?
You're looking at me as if...
Well, I'm asking you. I mean, you're the one reading it.
I think it was a good answer.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to know my input to a question I didn't ask, it seems like sometimes. I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to justify the question you do. No, I'm kidding. But let me button that up. I was just going to say, but for members, you don't have to buy leads once you have the tools. You generate the leads yourself.
And this question was asked by a member.
And you can resell the leads. And if you'll take some of the training, come to the Wednesday night training we show. One of the business models is for you to generate leads and then resell it to the people you're bringing on as sales rep that's working for you. Because keep in mind, a sales rep has none of these tools, cannot generate leads unless they go out and buy them somewhere. And so with you having the tools, the training, the technology to do this, you have a built-in market to be able to sell to. So that's one of the income revenue streams that a sales rep and trainer can take part in.
In the script, when putting letter in body for email send outs, when we get to click here, or what would be the best email to send a demo to, what would be the best or keep at I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through this. What would be, guys, proofread your questions, please. What would be the best way to keep as
Pentecostal?
is? You want to read the question? I'm trying. I'm also not wearing glasses, but at the same time.
I'm gonna swing about it.
I'm gonna let you read it. How would you read it then?
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm messing with you.
Let's see. I'm gonna start over. In the script, when putting letter and body for email sendouts, when we get to click here, or what would be the best email to send a demo to? What?
You might want to just email them back and say, could you rephrase the question?
Yeah, can we clarify the question? Because I'm having not getting through it. Let's see here.
You were so funny.
Joseph Spear wanted to make sure Neil knew he's in love with Jennifer Grey, so get back to him on that, Mr. Spear.
Well, Mr. Spear and Mr. Neil, I'll let y'all work out. Are you in love with the original Jennifer Grey or the new and plastic proofed Jennifer Grey? Because I did not recognize that girl once she had plastic surgery.
I don't know who that is.
The girl off Dirty Dancing at Dance with Patrick Swayze.
Okay.
Now we gave up the movie that Neil was in.
Oh, well, now everybody gets to guess who he is.
Everyone knows that we have a movie star working at TW3 and got to...
Neil's code name for Patrick Swayze is what we're trying to say here. Does the bulk texter cost members to use?
Just the text data, which I think for 1,000 is somewhere around $30, $38.
And I don't think that's not our rate, is it?
That's not our rate. You just pay them directly.
Right.
Point of reference, we do have a texter in the back now to do follow-ups with. It's free. Totally free. You can text them and it doesn't cost you anything, by the way. It's just so it depends on how you're using a texter and which texter you're using.
Cool. If you're still working during the day to pay the bills, I freelance. Can you be just as effective with this business working in the evenings and on weekends as those who work during the day?
Absolutely. I would say 70% of our membership are people that I call weekend warriors, and they do real well. I do this business, just so you know, I'm doing this business, and I've got a ministry that I do. I've got other things that I do, and I'm running the whole thing. Because here's the thing, once you get up to speed with all these automated tools and products and processes, you know, it's sort of putting it on autopilot. It takes some time to get there. It takes some digital and technical sophistication to get there. But once you're there, you're there. And Reagan,
I'm intensely.
He is intensely looking at the computer screen.
Tell us about the new features of TW3.
Okay. So one of the things that has we've just onboarded in the last couple weeks that I'm just super stoked about is our new landing page software. This thing, and I don't have a video yet to show you guys, okay? But this thing is so cool. As a matter of fact, I'll just show you, if you go to terrywilson3.com/membership, that is one particular page I did with this particular landing page. It's drop and drag. There's no code. There's no embed code. If you can point your mouse at something and pull something over to the screen and say, I want it there, you can use our landing page software. Super cool. We still have the other one. We are going to be phasing it out. I've been talking to the server, company. So you guys that are using the old inbound landing page software systems and stuff, we're going to give you a couple months to move everything over, and then that's going away just because it's causing some hiccups on it. The size of our membership has got to the point where that particular software just couldn't hold it anymore. And so this right here, they have bulked up on their software and capacity to hold our membership level. And it is so cool. So it's drop and drag. There's one. I did another one. I think it's the About TW3 network. If you go under the network tab at terrywilson3.com, you can see that particular page. Here's another one. And somebody asked me one time, why would you even have landing pages if you've got a blog? Well, sometimes I am advertising in a particular market that I want them to just see something particular that I'm using and putting on my site. I don't want them to go bouncing around listening to a podcast or going here, going here. I want them to stay focused on this opt-in form or this video training. And so this software allows me to do that. The other thing is we've upgraded our security to Google came out a couple months ago and said if any site was not encrypted and had the, I forget what they call it, added to it, they're going to start warning people this is not a secure site. We've not had a problem with our site in 9 years. We've done every measure, but we didn't do it to the standards that Google arbitrarily wants. And so, and most people use Google as a search engine. And so it's just one of those things. So basically it meant we had to sort of work with them to do a few things so they could vet and make sure. And we've done that. So now that's why the HTTPS, you can go there at any of our sites and see that it's secure to their standards, even though it was secure before. So those are some upgrades. If you come on as an elite member right now, we still have a few tickets left. That's another thing that we're doing as a promotion. If you become an elite member, you can come to the March conference, the 29th, 30th, and 31st here in Greenville, South Carolina. It is going to be the bomb diggity. The reason you'll want to be there is because I'm going to be able to show these folks something one-on-one that it just doesn't translate online screen share. They're going to have resources that even other elite members won't have. So you'll want to be there because I'm going to be able to bring my computer. I'm going to be able to sit down and say, here's a day in the life of Terry Wilson. And this is exactly what I do. Here are the exact things I use. Here's the tools that I use inside our business of what I'm doing, and show them on a real one-on-one way how to do it. Okay. And so that's another thing that if you guys are on the fence, looking at this, thinking about it, I'm telling you, for such a time as this, you'll want to jump.
So we offer email scripts for our affiliates, right?
Yes.
Do we offer multiple different types of scripts?
No, we just offer the scripts that we have in the back office. There's a whole training page, affiliate training page, and that's what the new content is about.
Okay.
When it comes out each week, what an affiliate wants to do is grab that content and then copy it, put it in an email and say, hey, check this out. Let's talk about this. These are just conversational starters. Keep the conversation going.
Excuse me. How's your ketogenic diet going?
Well, thank you for asking. Whoever asked that.
That was Jeffrey Clark.
I announced that at the beginning. I've lost more weight. I'm down to, I won't say my weight, but I'm down to the lowest.
I'm down to a number.
I'm down to a number that's
a preferred number than the one before.
Yeah, it's a much more preferable number than it was.
The politically correct way to say, how are you doing?
I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I had a little hiccup about a week ago, put on some pounds because it seems like we had some birthday. Whose birthday have we had? Was it Havens? Havens, and we had friends over, and then Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
We've had a couple things that just
Poor Tom Brady.
Poor Tom Brady.
Poor Tom Brady.
Yeah, right.
So it's going well.
So anyway, I had a little hiccup, and so I plateaued there for a week. But it seems like I got back on it, and I told the story at the beginning of the podcast. Whoever asked that will have to go back and listen. I was good last night and didn't eat the ice cream, and I'm down to my lowest number in probably 3 years. And so I've got probably about another 40 pounds for what I want to go.
Start going to the gym with me?
I'm not that motivated. Okay. But I played ball my whole life. I hated running back when I played ball.
You don't have to run to lift weights. Let's see here. What would...
I think really hard so I don't have to sweat.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see here. Joseph Spear says this is the greatest landing page for new prospective members. I think he was referring to something you were on at the time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Either that or he's asking what's the best landing page for new prospective members.
Well,
maybe I just can't read tonight. That could totally be. That might be I've been looking at a screen for like 12 or 13 hours straight now.
Reagan's been so busy building these this ebook for you guys that are members, so that you'll know how to step by step build your landing pages and stuff. if you're saying this is, well, thank you. If you're asking, what I do is send them through the funnel, and then I send them to terrywilson3.com/follow-up. And then I've got things like this on the front of my site that's sort of got everything like they would need to know, like about TW3. And it's got, what I've got there is,
He said the one with the system demos.
Yeah. Yeah. So I put that together. And guys, the software I used is in your training in the back to do that. And you've got the videos right there. You could literally duplicate this and put it on your site.
See, Jeffrey says, don't forget to use apple cider, vinegar, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, fresh ginger, L-glutamine, and mix it with aloe vera juice. I don't know what the effects are, but it sounds like a potion out of a video game.
Ask Jeffrey. Jeffrey, are you at a phone or something? I can open your mic up and talk. I don't want to embarrass you. But if you can talk, I would like to ask.
It might show us if he has a mic available. Let's see.
Okay, he said he's not.
Oh,
I'm doing the bullet coffee, and that's all I'm doing with just low carb. I need to get with you sometime about some other stuff. But the bullet coffee seems to carry me through all of breakfast until the afternoon, and then I have a light lunch, and then I have a dinner. Is what I do, which today I only ate once, because once I had that bullet coffee, you put
sounds like you're intermittent fasting,
I guess, but you put that coconut oil in it, and you put the it's some type of butter, but it's like natural grass fed butter or something. I mean, it's the weirdest butter you'll ever see, but you put that in your coffee, and I put a little bit of creamer in it, heavy whipping cream, and then I drink that in the morning for breakfast, and I'm not hungry, I swear, until 3 or 4 o'clock. And then I usually just have a dinner.
Let's see. Dan says if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. He just described every fan base of every sport, really. That's what it is.
Right. MCT oil. That's exactly right.
All right.
No whipping cream, he says. Okay, I need to get rid of that. What if it's no sugar, no calories, no carb type thing? Can I put that in it? Okay. I almost read that wrong, what he answered.
Oh.
When he said the spice right before. Like,
oh, I gotcha.
I thought he's put condom spice.
Let's see here.
Okay, I'll be sure to put that in.
Hey guys, good evening. This is from Jason Morris. Okay. Are you going to print any more of Terry's book, or is there an e-version available?
So it is ready. But here's the deal. My editor, which is also a good friend and an attorney of mine, has some personal family issues that she's working with right now, and I don't want to. Her father is sick and probably won't be with us much longer, and so I want to use her to continue to edit this book. So I'm just waiting until a good time to finish up the last 3 chapters. It's done, but it's not edited nor proofed. And since she's helped me all this time, and for it to be coherent, I've got the last 3 chapters and it'll be ready. So, but as soon as that's done, everyone that's gotten the ebook will get an email saying, hey, here's the full book if you'd like it. And we'll give a special discount. But that's the reason there's been a little bit of a delay there. So I do apologize.
And Cicely says she also does the bullet coffees, but she creates her own version.
Oh, cool. Well, I wonder what her version is.
I have to send it to you. That's the last of our questions.
All right, guys, I want to make sure every stone has been turned and you've gotten the information you needed tonight. But if I could encourage you guys to do anything, it's just start. I mean, start at some level, because, nothing happens just by happenstance. It just, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and just money's going to show up in the mailbox. It just don't work that way. And I know you guys know that, but don't be afraid to take small steps wherever you're at. If you've got a job and you love it, then invest in your personal growth and get to that next level. Don't ever settle. Don't ever let anybody tell you that, it is what it is. You can't go any further, because you can. And if you're not happy with where you're at in your career, then let's look and find out why, and let's make adjustments and move toward what would cause you a greater sense of fulfillment and joy in what you do. I've said it on many podcasts, and I truly believe it. Earners are learners and leaders are readers. And that's why we give away so much content for you to read, to watch, to look at, because, there's one major mindset that if you've never worked for yourself, if you've never been a salesperson, a commission-based person, a production-based person, there's this one mindset that you got to get. You just got to get it. Reagan, I love basketball. When I was, 13, 14 years old, I got to go to Campbell University, which is out toward the coast of North Carolina. And Dean Smith showed up at that basketball camp with Pete Chilcutt, Jeff Lebo, Scott Williams, and J.R. Reed. Those were the guys back then. That was the Tar Heel basketball team back then. And my dream growing up when I was a kid, as you know, was to play for Dean Smith and the North Carolina Tar Heels. I just silly dream. But I was trying so much trying to impress him. I was working up a sweat. I was out there. I was playing defense. I was doing whatever I could. And he said something profound that day. He said, effort is commendable, but execution is what's commissionable. In other words, you don't get paid to try, you get paid to do. And the mindset that has to be shifted a lot of times when you've been conditioned by employment. Hey, boss, I worked hard. I showed up on time. I'm working hard. Well, that's commendable. And you'll get an attaboy. And you'll be, thank you for falling in line and doing exactly what you're told. But I'm telling you, you'll never go to the level you want and you were created for until you get yourself in a position to where you can have what you bring home. And there's just something so rewarding. I believe every single person on here tonight was created with greatness for the purposes of greatness. And so if we can be a stepping stone, a tool for you to get to that level, we definitely want to.
I got one more question before we leave. This is the one I kept, I was ruining the question, so to speak, because I couldn't get through it. In the script, it states to click here, or what will be the best email to send you a demo. Which one of the two is best to use, or leave it as is and do both?
In the script, it says to click here.
It's the last question. You can say.
Let me
make sure you're reading it. And I'd like to apologize for butchering your question. It's been a long day.
It states click here.
In the meantime, while he's reading through this,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Stacy, are you available to speak? If you are, I would like to open your mic up and just have a conversation.
She said yes.
Okay, great. So let's go over here to her real quick because I want to make sure everybody's questions are answered. So I'm going to unmute her mic and then I'm going to pull it.
That's the one from before. It's guy.
Okay. Hello, Stacy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right.
And you called me she again. Don't make me jump through this phone now.
Dude, man, I'm sorry. I obviously we can't read.
So. I told him before. I did. I said it beforehand.
My apologies for myself and my son.
Not a problem. Not a problem. What I was saying was in the script as far as sending out the emails, because I made up a new email address, and my new email address for when I send out the emails is stacylockhart.tw3@gmail.com, and I put a signature at the end of my email. So in the body, because I'm making a candid response, in the script it says, "Hi, this is Terry Wilson, TerryWilson3.com." Hold on, let me shut this off.
Yeah, shut that guy up. I can hear him. You need to stop listening to that guy.
It says, where is it at? I would like to send you some information on how this powerful system has helped people in your industry explode their business. Click here, or what is a good email to send a demo on how our system works. And then it says, wait for a day to do the follow-up. In that part right there, what I was asking, because it seemed like you can use either the link to where they will go to the video to see how,
Yeah.
the system works, or do we just use what is a good email address to send a demo to you? Which one of those two? That's what I was trying to ask. Which one of those two is best to use, or just leave it as is? Because when I put it in the Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry. We've got a little bit of delay here, but I would just send them the link because you've already got their email.
Just send the link.
Yeah, you've already got their email.
Okay.
Correct? Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask, because that was kind of a little bit of confusing to me. I'm like, well, if I'm sending them the link, why would I need to ask them what is a good email address to send the demo to?
Yeah.
When they could just click right on the link. And my question is, would that link be Terry Wilson, tw3.com/home, or would it be /videos?
What you want to do is send them to the orientation page. If you're recruiting, if you're selling this as a job opportunity, you send them to terrywilson3.com/orientation. If you're selling this as a tool, okay, they're already in business. They're an insurance guy, real estate guy, direct sales guy, restaurant, retail, whatever, and they're wanting a lead generation product.
Right. That's what I'm targeting.
Then you're going to send them to leadsbyterry.com.
Leadsbyterry.com.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, that's all I need. Yeah, I'm jumping right in. I'm jumping head first right in. Because see, I've been doing stuff like this for about 20 years, and I just want to make a change. And looking into this, I did my due diligence and looking into this program, and this is something that's going to catapult me to where I need to be. But unfortunately, I have to start from the bottom and to work my way to the top. So I'm going to be in due diligence in doing that.
Well, I tell you what, Stacey,
and I thank you
for being on the show tonight.
I'm sorry.
Hey, for being on the show tonight and contributing, go to buytwleadsystem.com and purchase the $597 package. And when it asks you for a credit card, put in 1234. Okay. Reagan's going to send you out some information, and we're going to give you 1 month free of our sales rep and trainer package, so you can have the full blown system.
Oh, wow.
Since we messed your name
I appreciate
up,
that.
No worries at all. Since you're on the show tonight and was patient with us to stumble through everything, I want to take care of you, and we'd like to do that for you.
All right, so let's go to buytw3.
buytwleadsystem.com.
By TW Lead System.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go there, because that's where people would buy our system if they want to buy. And if you guys are on the podcast tonight, you're on the webinar tonight, and you're ready to move forward, you can go to buytwleadsystem.com, put in your trainer's name, the person you've been speaking with. Now, I should have asked this. Stacey, have you spoken to anyone? Because if it did, I'm going to owe somebody some money.
Hutton. Dave Hutton. John Hutton, I'm sorry.
John Hutton.
John Hutton. All right, I'm going to have to get with him and work something out, because I just gave one of his clients a 30-day trial, and so we'll have to take care of John.
Oh, outstanding. Okay, so go there and put
John's name in.
You said,
Yeah, put John's name in, and we'll settle up with him on what we can do to compensate him for your sale. And you're going to buy the $597 package. When it asks you for a card, you're just going to put in a fake card number, because we manually input these. And the reason we do that is just for another level of security. Because at one point a few years ago, we had some people over in China try to put in a bunch of fraudulent card stuff, and so now we do it manually. So it captures the information, it encrypts it sends it to Reagan, and then we process it. So if you'll do that, we will take care of you, and I'll get up with John on what we can do to compensate him for you.
Okay.
Now, what this is going to
outstanding. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is going to give you membership for 1 month. Now, if you want to keep it, you're going to have to pay the second month $97, okay? So you'll have to get with Reagan on keeping your system.
Okay, that wouldn't be a problem at all. That won't be a problem at all. Because I know darn well if I follow everything that y'all tell us to do, I'll make more than that within 30 days.
Absolutely. All right, Stacy. Sir.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen.
All right, thank you. All right, so that was I like to make up for my mistakes, so I hope I did there with Stacy. And so good stuff. And Cicely says, all right, you've got that one taken care of. Okay, good. All right, so guys, thank you for being on tonight. If you got questions, go to terrywilson3.com/contact. That's terrywilson3.com/contact. If you are ready to move forward, then all you've got to do is go to buytwleadsystem.com. We'd love to have you as a member. If you don't want to buy a system and like to start on the free side, we'd love to have you as an affiliate as well. You can go to affiliatewithtw.com and become one of our affiliates for free. It gives you resale rights to our system. And we do give you some training and stuff like that until you get started. But if you're ready to move forward, go over to buytwleadsystem.com. Put in the name of your recruiter, the person you've been speaking with, so that we can make sure that they get fully compensated for helping you out, because they are going to be the ones responsible for training you. All right. So, and helping you out, because that's why we pay such handsome commission levels, because we want them to have some skin in the game and helping you and getting you started. Reagan, you got anything else?
Somebody asked, what's the free one again? That's the affiliate package.
That's the affiliate package, and it's affiliatewithtw.com. That's affiliatewithtw.com. Anything else?
No. Cavs are a lot better. Traded half their team. Just wanted to shout out the Cavs.
You and
go LeBron.
Go LeBron. Go home. That's right. Go home, LeBron. Go home. Yeah, Till next time, this is Terry and Reagan with TerryWilson3.com. Hey, remember, if you want to go to the next level, you have to grow to the next level. And that's why I want to give you a free copy of my new book, You Are Worth More. Go to TerryWilson3.com/worthmore now.
Thank you for listening to our show today at TerryWilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at TerryWilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
Man, it's a great system here. This is good stuff here. I wish I found this company 10 years ago.